Random. Covenant 25, let's go. Good old Awoken Hellhorned. We do have Razorsharp badge, Ritual of Battle and Engraft as our starting cards. And we fight Consume Seraph. These are some nice relics. We do have Ritual of Battle, so Resonant Shard isn't terrible, but Petrified Crucible just strikes me as a very strong relic to get through the first fights at the very least, if we manage to find Spiked Sentient. Sure, let's try. And of course, I don't get the spikes. That's a bit unfortunate. We do have a lot of damage buff, so we might be fine with the draw Sentient. High health and then buff up her damage with Rage and Razorsharp. Possibly decent. These guys have a little too much armor going on. I think we want to set up on the top floor here. It's a little bit too much damage to take on the bottom floor, and the middle floor is still quite a bit more damage than on the top floor, because all these clergymen will lose their rage by the time they reach the top. I could use Razorsharp Edge to kill these guys, but honestly I kinda prefer the Razorsharp Edge on our units instead. I'm taking 3 damage here, I could prevent 2 of those. That's not worth it. Sure, let's keep up the rage. We do get a lot of draw from all these clergymen. Razorsharp should be better than Ritual of Battle, because we can play more of them. And we do have an easy kill here. Kinda wish I picked Resonant Sharp by now, but... Steel Enhance or Sharpen Preserved Thorns? Well, I guess it's Sharpen here. We do have the Petrified Crucible. Spikes are nice on the Sentient with the high life pool. Well, the Hellboy Battering Ram, Spike of the Hellhorned. We're probably not going armor this run. It seems unlikely, so definitely not Battering Ram. Well, the Helper could be okay. Spike of the Hellhorned is also not terrible. It's a little bit better than Ritual of Battle, because it also adds some armor and a bit more flexible. Yeah, let's pick it for now. Vine Mother, Husk Hermit, Horned Warrior. Because we do have the Crucible, I kinda wanna go for Spikes as our AoE clear instead of going for something like a Husk Hermit. Horned Warrior would be a solid backline behind the Sentient, but its low health makes it hard to use Razorsharp Edge on, so that's a little bit of a downside. I guess I'll pick Wine Mother here and just use it to generate things for us. Might not be the best idea given that we have the draw sentient. And I definitely want spell upgrades. Cost removal, very nice. With all the expensive spells we have in our deck. Double multi-strike Wine Mother. Well, that will make her a great target for Razorsharp Edge and Rage at the very least. Demon Fiend is interesting, but he's also a bit too expensive to pick. Let's go for Horned Warrior. Yeah, I do want... I turned him down before, but I do want something that can deal a lot of damage behind our Sentient. Definitely cost reduce the Sharpen. It's one of the more important spells for us right now. And I will reroll for another cost reduction, because our deck is just so expensive right now. Engraft to gain some energy back. Better to reduce the cost of something else, I would say. We do want to play these Razorsharp Edges as often as possible. And I think we can get magic power upgrade on Engraft, so we can use it to heal back up our Sentient. Mark of Invasion. Sure, I guess I will just take some pyre damage here. We do have torches. It could be fine. Remove one of these, play the Wine Mother on the top floor. Sentient on the bottom floor now, with Horned Warrior behind. Engrave with your tons of draw is better since it always reduces the cost of the card of choice in your hand, but I may be wrong. That's a good reasoning, I like it. Could be very well true that that's the better choice. Don't want the spikes. And I guess I will just take 7 here. And my Y model will just die, but I'm okay with that. And I do think I want this spike removed. Keep healing. Get the Razorsharp patch. Play out another train steward. This is quite a lot of damage reduction for us. And with this regen we win. Wildwood Sap, Razorsharp Edge, Steel Enhancer. I don't think I'll be going regen this time. I do like a Steel Enhancer to increase the health of the Horned Warrior a little bit. Hidden Passage, Vent, Hornbreak. And don't like any of these. Hidden Passage could be okay. Nah, I don't think we need it. Not that great. Unit upgrades, I definitely want a health upgrade for our... Oh, we do get multi-strike as well. Multi-strike and health on the Horned Warrior. So now we do have a decent backline unit. And let's remove one of the torches. I still have a lot of room to play the train stewards mostly, so I'm not as concerned about removing them right now. Petrified Heart would stop healing for our sentient, which is a little bit of a problem. I think I will just get another Hearthstone for the Horned Warrior. I could also go for the relic, but I don't think we will need it. I don't think it's very good even. But now we have a very tanky boy in the backline, or potentially he could even be in the front line, but we want our revenge sentient to be hit, and I mean he could be on a floor on his own, technically. Let's go Wine Mod on the second floor this time around. And protect her with the steward. Do I want to focus more on damage? I guess I want to focus more on health. We do have enough damage for this battle. Currently Strike is not really doing much for us. Spike of the Hellhorned. It will take 2 hits from the pyre anyways. I think I will start healing up my champion. And just play a train steward on the top floor to get it out of my draw for the next cycle. We do get a lot of damage here. Might as well use these things to save the train steward. And finally keep healing our sentient. This Wine Modder is less and less impressive. Especially because we do have the additional draw from the revenge sentient anyways. Unleash the Winewood and Shard Channeler. We could put an additional Shard Channeler on the bottom floor, but I don't think that's gonna be how we scale. I think spikes are just to deal with the backline. I will take an Unleash the Wildwood to heal up our huge HP front line. None of these. And I think I want energy. We do have a lot of draw, we don't need capacity right now. So we are definitely limited mostly by our energy right now. Card removals and spell shop, but we do not have a lot of gold. Card removals are definitely very welcome. Yeah, I do want the card removals very badly right now. One of the train stewards needs to be out, and I think the Wine Model, because it takes up the priority draw in our first turn, and by now I really need the Horned Warrior first. I could go with spikes here, but I think we want the huge HP instead. Cost reduction can go on Steel Enhancer, for example. Probably better on Razorsharp Edge. We do have enough HP on our units for the most part. Because we do get one unit drawn every turn, guaranteed, and the train stewards are not part of this pool. So currently we get in our first hand we get Hellhorn, a Horned Warrior, or Wine Mother before we removed her, and now we remove the Wine Mother, so we will always get the Horned Warrior in our first hand. That's my reasoning behind it. That's not really necessary. Let's upgrade a torch instead and just get these restores out of the deck now that we have an Unleash the Wildwood. Retribution, spikes 4 should be fine. Our units have very high HP, so it shouldn't be a problem. Horn Warrior and Sentient. Train Steward goes top in case the Collector spawns there. And they did. Especially with Unleash the Wildwood, we can take the Thorn easily. Ritual of Battle is 12 damage. Steel Enhancer plus Strike of the Hellhorned. I could even just Spike of the Hellhorned for 16 damage twice. Yeah, let's get the damage. Still missing our Sharpen. Now we have it, great. I do need to kill off this guy, otherwise we will get additional weight of contritions. Can we kill off this guy? That's 18 damage we could do to him, not quite enough. So might as well ignore him. I will play a Train Steward here though, to kill off the Clipped Shaman. He's not that important, but he does have spikes, so we would take a little bit of damage to him. Engraft. Don't really need the healing on this floor. Might as well heal up this floor instead, because we do have Unleash the Wildwood. Okay. Should be an easy win here. Concussive Coals. And basically this relic is useless to us, because the Dazed prevents them from hitting us, but we have huge HP pool and pools and a lot of healing. And we also have spikes. So it's actually beneficial for us if they hit us. We also have Revenge on top of that, so I'll skip that. Bramble Ash, Preserve Thorns, Awake. We might take a Bramble Ash. After we played our first Sharpen, it's 40 damage. That's not very good. We build up our spikes too slowly for it to be good. Rage Serum is okay, Enflame is also okay. We don't really need the armor, let's go with Rage Serum. Just to boost our damage a little bit. We will need to find a way to deal with Gilded Wings. Currently we are only dealing 30 times 2 the first turn of combat. And yeah, Even these units in our current area survive a hit from that from time to time. We do not have units to upgrade, so the upgrade shop is useless. The coins would be nice, the pyre health not that important. We do not have the money to use the Merchant of Trinkets either, but we might find money in the Concealed Caverns. I do want these restores out of here. These are now almost completely useless, because we do have Unleash the Wildwood. Split Anvil would be interesting. I would like to get that if possible, so we would need 25 more gold to get it. Let's see if we can find 25 gold here. I might even skip an artifact in case I have the chance. Nope. Not helpful. Crapshoot, probably can't do that. Let's go with the Pulley Claw. We do have a lot of energy right now, and we don't use the top two floors. So a damaged unit that has like 80 health remaining, we can easily ascend it to the pyre and deal with it that way. The armor emblem is scary because we are relying on spikes to kill the backline. But I think we generally should be fine. But that makes me want to set up on the second floor instead, so I have some time to find some damage scaling first. Because we will need that. Spikes go here. I would love to double Razorsharp the Collector, but I think that's a bit too greedy. We'll take a lot of damage to these guys if we don't kill them. Not quite enough to get the kill, but close. We might be able to do something on this top floor. Steel Enhancer would be enough to kill the front line. Steel Enhancer is not enough to keep this guy alive, sadly. We do have the kill on the Clip Guardian, so that's nice. I will Steel Enhance to prevent the 4 damage from the Master of Light. Now things are getting a bit more problematic with this additional tank in front. I guess I will just use the Steel Pulley Claw to move him out. We can and should heal up. I kinda wanna kill this guy as well, because we currently lack a little bit of damage to get him to die. Yeah, sure. Good enough for now. Apply some more spikes. And the battle is almost over. Boss shouldn't be a problem at all. Gonna do 13. Yeah, that's no problem at all. Even with all the stealth he has. Because our backline does have a lot of HP as well. Awoken's Rail Spike. Count me in. I always like a nice Awoken Rail Spike. None of these actually work in our deck. We don't use armor. We don't want to use armor. We don't use imps either. So, Relic, card removal and dupe. That sounds amazing. Sting spells, huh? Sadly we opted out of stings. So I guess I will take the Lightstone casing, we might find a use for that. Let's get these restores out of our deck. And then we dupe probably... Honestly, I'm thinking we dupe the Steel Pulley Claw. That might be a bit too weak. It's good to deal with Gilded Wings, but... Nah, it's gotta be another Razorsharp edge, so we can scale up faster. And maybe if we set up on the second or top floor, we can Gilded Wings just by playing enough Razorsharps on our Horned Warrior. I think it's a good time to play an early Awoken Rail Spike. I guess it's safer to set up on the second floor here. Well, this doesn't really help us in terms of energy cost, but the Razorsharp edges mean we kill the statue in the first turn, so we can have a little bit of an easier time to deal with these guys. We only kill 2 here, but this would make us kill the third one. Alternatively, we could use the torch. I think I go for the torch and use the ritual on the backliner. It's a little bit better, I think. Because it allows us to scale a bit more. Sharpen it nice, means we kill the marksman. I will use the Razorsharp edge and apply some more rage to our Horned Warrior. We do like some damage to kill these sycophants right now. And there's not much I can do to change that. So I guess I will spend a Razorsharp edge to kill one of them off. Definitely Rage Serum on this guy. Ritual of Battle. We need to be strong enough to take out 2 Clipped Guardians next turn. With the Thorns we have... he loses 1 Rage, so we have 8 from the Thorns and 90 by 2. So it's just not quite enough, but a single Razorsharp edge would change that. And we did get one, so... Fel gave them armor. So it's 106, 3 torches is not enough. That's very annoying. That's seriously annoying. We could get him down to 111. 19 even. And we deal 106. Well, we will take a lot of damage to this Clip Guardian, it seems. Let's think about this. Can we do anything about that? He currently has 115, so he will die to 3 hits, but if Fel gives him another 10 armor, he will take 4 hits. He will take 4 hits anyways. He will take 5 hits then. We could use the torches here to prevent 4 damage. 4 damage guaranteed. I think it's a little better. Let's hope Fel doesn't go to the top floor, and he didn't. She didn't. So... yeah, this guy will just deal 24 damage to us. Nothing we can do against that. But we now do have another set of spikes, so we should be a little bit better off now. That hurt quite a bit. might as well get rid of this steel pulley claw now. We won't need it ever again in this battle. Keep up the rage on this guy. Might as well heal up. Was not quite enough to save our sentient, sadly. But we do win here. I'm a bit worried about the scaling of this deck for the final floor. I guess what we could do is get another... Oh, we could get last stand. We do not apply that much rage though. I think I don't want it. What I will do, however, is pick capacity here, because an additional capacity will allow us to set up 2 Horned Warriors behind our Sentient. I just need a Hellhorned to dupe it, and we can do that right now. And I guess we should. It's really important, because otherwise we will have a lot of trouble with our next fight. Can't take Volatile Gauge. Stack is way too low cost. With the second one of these we might actually have enough damage to be comfortable. And let's get the huge HP. Because we don't really heal that often. Spikes 5? Sure. We do have Unleash the Wildwood and a lot of HP on our backliner. Phew, this is a rough first wave. I guess we set up on the second floor, mostly because the first floor is ruined anyways. Well, that doesn't help us. I do want to keep that Spike of the Hellhorned in the deck. So, we do need some extra damage to kill off the Steel Wings first. Let's get some damage on our front one. I do want the Ritual of Battle to be on the same target as the I want to stack all the rage on one target, is what I'm trying to say. This Winged Conduit is about to ruin our life if we don't do anything about it. Because the double strike will go through to the pyre. With another 8 damage on this guy, he will take out the front unit by himself. So the Horned Warrior in the back can deal some more damage to the Gilded Wing. This fight is gonna be very rough. Still no spikes yet. I guess we can kill the frontline unit with the Razorsharp edge on our champ. So we do have a bit more damage on the Gilded Wing. And in fact we can even kill the Gilded Wing. And I guess we're taking 20, 21 plus another 3 times 10 is 51 plus another 5 times 5 is 75 damage? Holy shit, we died to this! Wait. I should have calculated that beforehand, because then I would have used Steel Pulley Claw on the Winged Conduit. No, even better on the Gilded Wing. Yeah, I am gonna restart this battle because I didn't notice there was that much damage around. Otherwise I would have played this turn completely different. I should have countered that beforehand. I think we have to set up on the top floor here. We do need all the time we can have to prepare. So we need the front line to die in 2 hits from the first one of the Taunt Warrior, which we can accomplish by upgrading him to 60, around 60 attack. 58 would be enough. Ritual of Battle on the front. Horned Warrior won't do anything to the Gilded Wing. So we just ascend this guy and we kill the Gilded Wing, is that correct? 184, not quite, huh? It's not even quite enough. And we'll still take a lot of damage to the spikes. Oh, this is rough! Ritual of Battle on the backline would be another 24 damage to the Gilded Wing. I guess we have to use the Steel Pulley Claw here. And probably on this guy. At least we survived that way. But it's still a lot of damage. We do have spikes now, so this helps a lot from here on out. No double tanky unit waves to be seen, so we should be fine from here on out. At least we do draw a ton of cards now. And here is our Unleash the Wildwood. Definitely helpful. I think I do want this guy gone before the battle starts. Well, he will kill... Yeah, still nice to have this guy gone. And finally, these torches don't really matter. Another Unleash to heal back to full, very much appreciated. And these can go on the back line. I don't want to torch that boss, because he will just grow stronger from taking damage. Okay. Managed to do it, but we took a lot of damage in this combat. We do need another spikes card. The one sharpened just isn't enough. None of these cards will really help us. Card removal still would be nice. Spell upgrades, we do have a ton of gold after all. Yeah, I guess we go to the left. Spend our gold on trinkets. Descend and the third Horned Warrior maybe help. Yes, that would in theory help, but that would mean we had to set up on the second floor. Yeah, the scaling for Seraph will be rough. We definitely need artifacts to carry us here. I am considering Firewall, just so we can let a Gilded Wing or two early on get through while we scale up. I think that's the right choice. What is this garbage? I don't want any of these. We do not have summon abilities. We do not really generate excess energy and regen. Regen is almost useless to us because we only get it from the run restore. I will take the Unbroken Horn though. It does allow me to set up better rail spikes. And finally, removing these torches is definitely a good choice. Can look at this shop, but we can't use anything from it except for the train stewards. I mean, I could get a buffed up train steward with a battle stone, for example, but how much is that really gonna help? So let's instead purge the final restore and another torch, so we do not draw into these weak spells every time. Finally, purge the train steward so we can set up a little bit faster, and that's our gold gone. So what is the best way to scale quicker? With Pyre Shards and Sharpen, we should be able to draw spikes before we really need them. I should have kept some spells. Yeah, probably. We do have a lot of consume spells too. Let's dupe another Razorsharp patch. We will consume some of them during the fight, so... Let's see. This will be a tough battle. We are not scaling very well. We do have a very durable frontline unit though, so that might help a lot. But didn't see anything. I didn't start the fight yet. Oops, wrong mode. I missed the size reduction on that floor. I don't think we can deal with the Purifier putting things into our deck. Maybe I should have even set up on the bottom floor. Setting up on the bottom floor and just using the... yeah. Sorry for the restarts. If I would just think about our game plan before executing, I wouldn't need to do that. Our plan for this combat is Pulleyclaw the first of these, so we can set up on the bottom floor. Kill these guys, especially important. Kill these purifiers before they ever become a problem. We did lose our pyre wall right there, which is definitely not great. And these guys are also gonna be a problem. We don't really have great ways to deal with them. Let's get the front line strong enough to deal with this Gilded Wing. Which does require we take one to the Vengeful Shards. Now we do have these self-mutilations in the deck as well, which doesn't make me happy. I think we are dead. I needed one of these spike applications on the train stewards on the top floor to be able to survive this turn. I will try one more time, but I don't think we can actually win this fight. I didn't really plan very well around Consume Seraph. So that's my mistake. Let's think about this. If we cannot deal with these guys on the top floor, Seraph spawns in, we are doomed. So we basically need to set up on one of the higher floors. Ideally on the top floor, but we can't because of the floor capacity. So does that mean we need to have a split setup? One Horned Warrior on the bottom and the Sentient with spikes on the top? That isn't gonna work, we will die to Seraph. We could potentially play one Horned Warrior on the bottom and another Horned Warrior on the top. But that would mean, yeah, I guess I should have duped another Horned Warrior just to have something for the top floor. But yeah, I think that's the way to go for now. Not that I'm happy about it, I'm certainly not, but this is how we survive for now. I do need the spikes to kill the purifiers. That's definitely, that has to happen. But he played Pyre Shots first. Yes, I did. Okay. And we gotta protect these guys, otherwise he dies to these units. Can heal him up with Engraft. I probably should have used the torch first, huh? How much more damage do we need on this top floor? I guess that's pretty good. Allows us to kill the light wings as well. And here on the bottom floor we need to be able to start killing gilded wings. Cost reduction with the Awoken rail spike isn't that important, but drawing into some Razorsharp edges would give us a lot of power right away. Let's use the Ritual of Battle, it's also quite a decent amount of power, kills the front Gilded Wing. This Gilded Wing is gonna be our downfall, probably. Unless we can manage to get our Horned Warrior on the top floor to be strong enough to deal with them. We can also not take too many more points of damage to these self-mutilations. But I guess we won't have to. What do I consume out of these? Probably the Sharpen. Sharpen is not that important anymore. It might be the Ritual of Battle instead. This guy is almost at full health. So we definitely need a lot of power on this top Horned Warrior. So I will start getting him to get him ready for that. We also need to draw into a heal, of course. Otherwise, he will just die. Spike of the Hellhorned might do the job, but not, especially not if Seraph spawns another one of these guys here. That's 8 armor, that's nowhere near enough. 60 more damage, so he does 60 times 2, that's also not enough to even kill the Gilded Wing, so I guess we're done here. Yeah. Best I can do to protect myself is kill off one of these guys. And he will still die to the damage of these two. And then these two guys will kill our pyre. Yeah, without these Scorch units it would be a lot easier. I should definitely have duped one of the Hellhorned warriors, so I could actually do a split setup. I didn't think about that, but it was definitely important. I should possibly even have tried to get 4 of them. I did use another dupe on something else. Having 4 of those would probably have helped. But these are not the best units to rely on just because they have no way of really scaling. All you can get for scaling on them is add multi-strike with the shop upgrades, and I only got 1 multi-strike on them because I also wanted the health. Yeah, so that's that.